Yo, what is up guys? Today I'm going to teach you how to make songs like Yeat. Now, who is Yeat? Yeat is an American rapper who makes rage-based alternative hip-hop music. Personally, I think there's no real way of describing what subgenre of rap Yeat falls into. It's just really dope music. That's how I'm going to describe it. It's just dope music. So, I'm just going to show you how I made this track. Alright, let's get into it. So, I started out with a bunch of layers in Serum, and here's how each individual layer sounds. So what I did to all of those individual Serum layers is I grouped them together and I put them through a really dope plugin called Box, and I put this multi-pitcher preset on it, and here's how it sounds. I did the first bit without two of the layers on. Here's how it sounds. And the second half. The next thing I added to the beat were these pluck sounds from Serum, and I just layered the two. Here's how it sounds. And I put some reverb and I cut the high end out of it just to get a more subdued effect. Next thing I did was add this really thick bass. Now when you're trying to make a Yeat track and you're wondering, how can I make this beat harder? How can I make it slap? You've got to have a really thick bass. I used this bass sound from some random drum kit I downloaded off the internet. It's really good. Here's how it sounds. Now on that I have Isotope Trash 2, which is a great plugin. And I didn't put the dry wet all the way up because I didn't want it to be too distorted, so it's just a subtle effect to make it louder. But all in all, Trash is a great distortion plugin, despite its name. Next thing, more Serum. Here's what I did. It's just another bass sound, because you'll hear in a lot of Yeat tracks that there's actually two different basses. So here's how it sounds. Then layered with the 808. Alright, and now onto the drums. So for the hi-hats, in a lot of Yeat songs there's this sort of galloping effect, is what I'd call it. And it sounds like this. You notice that? It sounds like a horse galloping, kind of. So I layered that with just a basic clap. And in Yeat songs, you don't really hear a lot of kicks. So I didn't put a kick in this track. It felt kind of weird, to be honest. Here's how the drums sound. So when you're making Yeat tracks, I suggest you try to keep the drums quite simple, just because the melodies are just so complex and you want to leave enough room in the track for vocals, which is something a lot of producers actually forget when they're making tracks. So try to keep the drums simple. The melodies are very complex. You don't want too much going on in the mix. It'll end up sounding bad. Now, this is probably the most crucial thing when making a Yeat track. And it is, of course, the bell. Now, I just downloaded this bell from a Yeat drum kit, put a bit of reverb on it, pitched it to the right key, and I think it's time I show you what the full beat sounds like. Now before I show you guys this beat, I just want to say you should probably follow me on Instagram or TikTok if you want to hear the beats I make in these kinds of videos early, because I will usually post it there before I post it here. So without further ado, let's give this a listen. Also, a quick reminder to go check out my online shop where you can download drum kits and loops. Just gotta include that there. Alright guys, that was how to make beats like Yeat. If you want more videos like this, please leave a like. If you really enjoyed the video and you really enjoy my stuff, please go subscribe. Anyways guys, see you guys in the next one.